Sarah, can you hear us okay?
I can, yep. Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Thanks for joining.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Today is the agenda review for the Wednesday, January 18th meeting. It's a fairly short agenda. I will spend this a few minutes here and kind of walk through it. We do have a couple of modifications we'll have to make, but I'll talk about those when we get to what kind of county news we have for you.
Good morning, sir. We are going to have an update from emergency management on the Civic Ready program. That's the one that sends out our emergency alerts. They're expanding those and that opportunity to the city. So they will be coming and explaining what that looks like, how the process will work, and how folks can sign up. The other update that we'll have is risk management is going to do their 2023 safety post review. And that's all I have.
Expanding to the cities, what does that mean? Because we got our SCAC meeting tomorrow.
Sure.
So I didn't know if that's something that's mentioned.
Right now, we're piloting with Mount Hope and the city of Wichita, and they will be able to send out community announcements. It will not be a replacement for weather alerts and those kinds of things. And Rusty can possibly help expand on that if I'm not sharing everything, but it just gives the cities an opportunity to do push notifications like we at Sedgwick County have the opportunity to do. And Deputy Director John Marr and also Cody Charvet will be there to explain and answer any questions as well.
I think Julie and John had opportunities to talk to some of the other municipal leaders and make them aware of this and encourage them to reach out if they were interested, and we'll make sure that they communicate with each of the municipalities.
Okay, we have one board resignation under appointments, and then, I forgot to mention, in between minutes and appointments, there is a proclamation that got left off. Sabrina will add it today. It is the proclamation declaring National Mentoring Month, and Van Williams will be here to accept that proclamation. We'll make that correction. We put a final draft out today. Then we have a resignation on appointment, and then three new business items. Business item C is a follow-up discussion regarding holidays. And Sheena will come in and kind of give the history of what was decided 2 or 3 months ago, and the commission can have a discussion of a way forward on that. So Sheena will lead that, but that's mostly her commission discussion. Item D is the contract. I briefed all of you a few months ago, and I got Commissioner Beatty briefed up this week on the acquisition of a parcel of land where the EMS post is at St. Joe Campus Hospital. We were actually approached by Ascension earlier last year. It was a conversation between Ascension and EMS, which then got to facilities, and Andrew Dillis has been working and bring that deal. Andrew will actually be the one presenting that item. Allows us to buy land that our current post is on. Then I've been board contracts. Joe, if there's any questions about any items on there. And then a few consent items, not a lot, but a lot of them are contract amendments. I want Tim to maybe talk just a bit about item F, which is an amendment to the KDAB contract. Okay, well, we might come back to that. I read it, I'm reading back up that it was going to be a grant submission, but Tim's advising it's technical adjustments, so I'm going to talk through that when it comes back in as item F. Item G is a renewal of a grant. We're putting an application for that. We received $113,000 in fiscal 21. That grant, so that's just a grant renewal through Justice. Item H is also a technical adjustment on a contract between corrections and Cincinnati Research Institute. That's basically just changing the times of the moves the date of the contract to June 30th, 2023. And then item I is a funding proposal between City of Derby, Sedgwick County, and the Cedar Ranch Estates LLC to do some road work in the area of 79th Web. I'm sure Commissioner House is keenly familiar with that. That is on, there's questions about that, but that will be on consent, and it will be by the city today if there's any specific questions.
Just the question was, is that expansion, it's taking a gravel road out of the township, it's gonna be paving that road because there's a pretty very, very nice housing addition going to the east of that, and they want to access road goes into Derby different ways. So they're gonna pave that road. It's a three-way partnership. The estates, even though it's a public road, the estates are paying $250,000 towards paving of that road. And since this road's actually not in the city of Derby, but the Derby's also paying $250,000. So we're getting $500,000 between the two entities to pave a gravel road to make it a paved road. It's going to be full thickness and all that stuff. It's going to be for a high quality road. So
The county has a history of working with cities to do.
I would just say one thing on that, and I like the project. I'm glad that this is happening. But there is some rights of way questions on some of the property owners on the west side of that street. 3 or 4, I think probably 4 property owners are not thrilled. So again, this is not consent. I don't know if they want to speak to it or not, but if they show up, we might need to force them to
Tim, while you were out, you briefly talked about it.
Yeah, that is the funding that was awarded to ComCare for 90 days support from 2022 through 2024. They're making technical adjustment on that contract. Comes from state fiscal year 2. That's all.
Item J is related to item D on the agenda. If that is approved, it is the CIP adjustment for that portion of the commission. And we talked through the land acquisition first, and then the technical aspect of correcting the capital improvement program. So that's what item J is on the consent.
is item J going to be an improvement to the building, so bring it up to better quality, or
No, this piece is just for the purchase.
Just for the purchase.
Property and.
will we have some things? That's probably our second worst post. Out of all the post one's the worst, but post 4 is I think the second worst in terms of its quality. We need to see that renovated at some point. Is that our plan?
Yes, that is going to be submitted in the CIP for 2024. I think, Russ, you might help me on this, but I think EMS post 2 and post 4 are going to be submitted in CIP.
There is a fire agenda. The bid board item on the bid board for fire actions and or a piece of equipment that goes on the back of the brush truck. And then it will be a fairly quick item on item B if the commission, whatever the commission's discussion is on holiday, on the main agenda, that will carry over to the fire.
Okay, anybody have anything?
I don't think we received a report from purchasing on Board of Bids and Contracts. Do we know what's on that list?
We got it. We got an email.
Which one? I didn't see it.
Mr. Lopez, do you have anything?
Nope, nothing on my end. Thank you.
Okay. Just reminder, I guess to the public, we are hosting the Sedgwick County Association of Cities tomorrow, 8:30, I think, in this room.
Yeah.
So
That's why the room is so big today.
thank you, members and staff help set this up. That's tomorrow.
Who's presenting at that meeting? It was county posting, so does the county have a presentation or?
We do, there's county business under there. I think the chairman is planning to talk about big happenings in the county, maybe legislative agenda. And Commissioner Beatty's taking 5 or 10 minutes to kind of introduce himself.
Introduce Ryan. Obviously, if you guys are there, introduce you guys and say whatever you want to say.
I'll be there for the beginning, but I can't stay for the whole meeting. I'm down the street, so.
Good.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody. All right. Have a good day. Good weekend.
Thank
And
you.
Monday we're closed. So. Yeah.